have presentation by Bangalore International Exhibition Center by Mr. Ubaid Ahmed, the Senior Director, Bangalore International Exhibition Center and IMTMA. So I would like to request Mr. Ubaid Ahmed to take it forward. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Okay, the lunch has already been announced, so I don't know how many people will be staying back or how many people have gone, but I know what to do. So we'll carry on with whatever people are there. Firstly and foremost thing, we had always been associated with ICPB and it's our pleasure, as always, to be associated with them. Secondly, BIC also got affected adversely with COVID. The last event what we did was India Wood in the March first week. After that, there's no other activity that is happening at BIC. So the government approached us for the help, and taking all those things in mind, what we did is basically we first offered our center, which is the largest in India, 77,500 square meter of exhibition space, 5,600 square meter of conference facility, 6,500 square meter of food court, and more than 7,000 square meter of entrance plaza. We offered the full center to Government of Karnataka to be used for the migrated laborers. So initially they used this center for about 2.5 months for the migrated laborers. And after that, they wanted to convert it into a COVID care hospital. For that, what they did is basically they converted the full exhibition center into the largest COVID facility in the world, which is 10,100 beds. This was for 3 months. And after that, when the SOPs for exhibitions and conventions started, then they removed the hospital, and now we are geared up to host the exhibitions and events. To start with, first, we would like to showcase BIC in the form of a film. Can you please run the film now?
Bangalore is well known as the Silicon, IT and startup capital of India. It is also connected to all major locations of the world, including Far Eastern, European, Middle Eastern and Asian and Southeast Asian countries, making it closely proximate to the international business community. In the heart and soul of this melting pot of global business development lies the Bangalore International Exhibition Center, BIEC, a state-of-the-art exhibition center with international standard infrastructure and plug-and-play facilities.
Bangalore as a city with its trees, it's the garden city. It had the ambiance, and temperature-wise also it's a nice place. There are so many tourist attractions close by. There are game parks very close by, lots of history in that region. So I think in every way, Bangalore and BIEC have sort of blossomed to be this center of industrial exhibitions as we see it now.
Set up and developed by the Indian Machine Tool Manufacturers Association, BIEC offers many advantages to the exhibition and conference organizers.
We are very, very happy to handhold and help all the organizers and all the other associations in having a great show at BIEC, and that way I think that would contribute in a big way to the economy and trade and industrial promotion.
Spread across 57 acres of lush green area, the infrastructure at BIEC comprises 5 state-of-the-art columnless exhibition halls totaling 77,200 square meters, a conference center with 6 air-conditioned halls, and an open space for hosting themed dinners gives an unmatched international experience to visitors. In case of larger conferences, the exhibition halls can easily be converted to optimize seating capacity of more than 15,000. Other amenities such as a large food court with fast food outlets, a fine dining area, an amphitheater, ample space to park around 3,000 cars. The exhibition halls inside the campus have been designed for easy movement of large trucks, ferrying machines and exhibition materials. Each of these halls have management offices located strategically to manage the shows. BIEC is the first LEED certified green venue in India with an unflinching commitment to the environment and IMS certified for its total commitment towards quality and process-oriented approach. Affiliated to all the major national and international exhibition associations, BIEC has made a mark for itself and has received various awards, commendations and recognitions. Since its inception, the venue, in addition to holding its own flagship show, IMTEX, which is Southeast Asia's largest machine tool exhibition, BIEC has been the host to more than 300 shows, occupying around 1,750 days. It has also been the host for some of the most prestigious conferences, which have been graced by many eminent dignitaries. Over 3,000 rooms are available within a radius of 5 to 10 kilometers of the exhibition center. Many budget hotels and service apartments are also available in the vicinity of BIEC. BIEC is also well connected through air, rail and road network. At BIEC, we significantly understand how important a venue can be, and it's our constant endeavor that your success becomes our success.
Yeah, thank you for that film. And
Thank you, Obed. It was an excellent video, Obed. Excellent video.
Thanks, Krish. And after this small film, we will just want to showcase BIC in terms of an PPT. So we just want to share that out.
And Obed, we'll have some questions also after you finish your presentation.
Yeah, just
questions also from the audience.
yeah, not a problem. I will limit my slot to 20 minutes. Yeah. Is this visible on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so basically what I was saying was we are 77,200 square meters of exhibition space, which is unlimited possibilities, because we are host to the largest exhibition in India, XCon, which is 220,000 square meters. And we are host to the largest plenary session of more than 17,500 acts. That is basically Herbalife apart from that. So these are some of the things that 5 halls, columnless, registration plaza, parking space, everything what we have is required to be in convention and exhibition facility. Now hall 1 and 2 are 10,500 square meters each. Hall 3 is 21,000 square meters each, and hall 4 and 5 are 17,500 square meters each. All these halls have a load bearing capacity of about 30 tons, which is the highest in India. And it can take live machines of more than 80 to 120 tons. We have an entrance plaza, which is ready, plug and play 42 counters for the registrations. This is the vacket view of the hall. Now you can see we have got multiple truck entries. So there is no movement, there's no problem on the movement of the exhibits on the trucks, as well as the visitors and exhibitors, basically. This is the view of the largest hall in India, which is 17,500 square meters, and which is a host to more than 17,000 packed conferences like Taptecate, Herbalife, and Abhor. We have especially designed these halls taking into consideration the facilities for the riggings. Now, all these halls, you can rig a tonnage of loads, basically. So you can see here in this conference, they have created a theme which they have done in Las Vegas. The same thing was created in India in this conference, basically. This is the largest exhibition on the machine tool show, which is IMTEX, which is our own flagship event. It is hosted. Now the conference facility, what we have is 4 halls, and we have a large outdoor area for evening functions. We have a food court dedicated, 2 levels, and we have palette of varieties that can be displayed, that can be put into use as for the food court is concerned. All these are the brands that are associated with us. We have Taj, ITC, Sheraton, Lalit, you name it, they're associated with us. And they are there for a small event like a 50 pack and for the largest event, which is about 20,000 packs. And also for largest exhibitions, which attracts more than lakh and a half exhibitors and visitors. We have ample free parking area, which is available to the visitors and exhibitors. We can host and take more than 5,000 cars and 4,000 two-wheelers. on a one given day. These are the infrastructures. We have a 15 megawatt power supply, which is the largest in India. We have e-vehicles for the ferrying of visitors and exhibitors. We have food trucks, we have clean and hygiene rooms. And with the COVID norms, we have taken care that all the SOPs allocated by the government of India and the government of Karnataka has been implemented in BIC. Now here are some key exhibitions. This is the largest exhibition in India. I again repeat, this is the largest exhibition in India. 220,000 square meter of exhibition space. You can see it. It is awesome, basically. This is Pravasi Bharti, which we hosted. These are the electronicas and proctronicas. This is the largest exhibition on granite and stone, FIXI, which is hosted by Stone. Now, SAP TechEd. This is the largest exhibition on IT and IT related products. Last year, they had occupied more than 30,000 square meters, and the parallel session was about 6,000 square meters. This is Anita Borg. This is also the largest exhibition on women entrepreneurship. Now, this is the launch for the OnePlus product. This is Target, which is the annual event we do. This is Trail Mindhead. This is Herbalife, which I told you, it hosted on 17,500 packs in it. When you connect it, you see we are well connected with metro, with airport, with rail networks, with the transportation. Everything is well connected. Accommodations, as I told you, we have got around 3,000 room nights available with BIAC within a vicinity of 10 kilometers. Safety and hygiene, we have all the protocols in place post-COVID, and we are ready to host events which are moving into BIC from December onwards. USP of BIC is we are a plug and play facility, basically. We handhold our exhibition organizers, our event organizers, our MICE industry, and everybody else. That's all. Now, I'm ready for the question and answer. So, Vish.
Yeah, Obed. Thank you, Obed. Thank you. Of course, good presentation. So, you know, just a couple of questions coming on the chat that people don't understand that we had a session from Greater Noida just before your session. People also want to learn, of course, through this discussion now that we're having, that what are the events lined up at your venue, of course, in the next couple of months? Are we also seeing the opening of MICE in BIC also?
So, frankly speaking, there's a fear factor is still persisting. People have taken their move forward and they're looking into it. So we have got events lined up in December. Then in Jan onwards, we have got regular events lined up. So from April onwards, there is no effect on the events. So December, you can say we are going to do the first event. Then January onwards, regular events will be there. But safety norms, protocol norms, the number of cases increasing, all those things, we really don't know what will the number of exhibitors and visitors coming for that exhibition, and also what will be the final area that will come into play as far as the exhibition is concerned.
No, we appreciate the honesty that, of course, whatever we may plan or the client may plan with us, but depending on the situation, that time, of course, we'll decide for the events to execute. Absolutely understandable. And I think, of course, after I hand over to Madhuji for our next question, but my question is that how is your venue geared up in terms of handling the events happening now? In terms of, I'm sure BIC exhibition, of course, a conference also. How are you geared up in terms of handling those big exhibition or conference at your venue? Obed.
See, we already have SOPs in place, basically. The first and foremost things is basically we had placed a lot of sanitizers at different locations in BIC. Apart from that, we have got the thermal scanners. We have a medical room. We have got other facilities in terms of hygiene and sanitization of each hall's hourly basis. We are also planning to put in timers in terms of how many people are available in the hall at that particular time and how the social distances can be maintained. We are trying to put up a SOP for security that, okay, if the social distance has to be maintained, how many people were allowed inside the exhibition hall. Suppose 10,000 square meter exhibition hall can take 3,500 people. So if there are 3,500 people inside, both exhibitors, visitors, service providers, then probably if somebody has to come out, then only the other person will be allowed. So all those plans, we are working on that particular, and most of them are in place, basically.
something called timers for people in a particular hall. What do you mean by that, Ubaid?
Basically, the government has coming up with the thing that for a 10,000 square meter space, the maximum gathering that you can do is about 3,000 people. That is around 3.25 per square meter space, basically. That is the SOP that the government has come up with. So based on that, if you see, if you have 10,000 square meter exhibition space is there, then the maximum people allowed will be around 3,200, 3,500. So how to control a crowd? Suppose there are 3,500 people inside. So we can maintain a social distancing norm in that particular thing. But if more people are allowed inside, then probably it will be difficult. So to control a crowd, we have to have some measures like that, basically. Whereas we have to restrict the people, we have to put time bands to the people, we have to educate more to the organizers that once they are calling up people, they should call them in a certain time band.
Hi, Mr. Obed.
Hi, ma'am. Madhuji, how are you, ma'am?
I'm good. Saw your very impressive infrastructure
Thank you, ma'am.
in a presentation, and hopefully sometime I will get a chance to see it in
You're
physical
most
form.
welcome, ma'am.
Well, the question that comes to my mind is that where do you see the way a campaign should go when a hotel or a convention center or an exhibition center like yours works as a COVID center and to come back to its normal functioning?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the kind of arrangements you have to make and also the message you send? How much of an effort is it to reassure your clients that you are back in business and operations and that phase is over?
Yeah, ma'am. So basically, if you see, the whole of 5 halls has been designated as COVID hospital. So they created a humongous facility for 10,000 and managed extremely well. Now, since the number of cases started decreasing in Karnataka and the home quarantine rule was also implemented, slowly they thought that they don't require any more facility like that, and in fact they can scale it down. So they started emptying these halls in a phased manner. So BBMP was the first one to empty the halls and to do a proper sanitization of that halls. After that, once they have given the position to us, we have done 3 rounds of proper sanitization of each halls, including, since we have a hall which have got all ducts basically. So we have to remove all the ducts, we have to sanitize all the ducts, we have to sanitize. We have massive washrooms both for gents and ladies in each hall. So all these have to be sanitized properly. So 3 rounds of sanitizers have already been done, ma'am. That is what we have done.
Very well. Thank you so much.
No, Ubaid, another, of course, question cropping in mind. Of course, I wanted to ask to Sudeep also when he was presenting. You know, you guys are an ocean on your own. When I say ocean, I mean venues like you or Sudeep, Expo Market Noida, or Chennai Trade Center in that case, and other, of course, big exhibition venues. So, do you actually see the need of building up hotels at your venue? Because talking about, you know, the current scenario where people will, of course, want everything under one roof, and I, as a delegate, in case I get a chance to, you know, in case I'm invited in a conference, I would want to part of the same venue. For example, the conference happening in Crown Plaza, Greater Noida, just to quote an example, and of course the convention center is there and the hotel is there. So I would prefer staying there because I can walk from my room to the convention center. And in case the venue is of course BIC, so I'll have to stay at Taj Vivanta or the Golden Palms and then come to the venue. I have to take a transport and then come. So wherein, of course, I would believe the service provider completely, whether it is the BIC or, of course, it is the transport in between or the hotel. So don't you think there's a desperate need for infrastructure builders like you to build up a hotel also at the venue so that the transit phase is eliminated? Ubaid.
Yeah, hotel is required. There is no doubt on that particular thing. But the thing is that we have maintained the connectivity so very well, and we are in touch with all these hotels like Taj, Sheraton, Golden Palms. And the shuttle bus service is always there for any event of the conference. So whether it is a 50-pack event or a 10,000, 15,000 packs, what we are doing basically, shuttle facilities are always there from the hotels. Now, coming back to your point, whether the hotel should be there in the closest vicinity for a venue like this, it should be. And we are in touch with multiple venue partners, basically, multiple hotels. You can say we are telling them that if they want to do a set for the hotel nearby BIC, like a walk distance, we can help them out also. But now, since the transport is so very well connected, and within a year's time, the BIC will have a metro station inside its campus. So the need, you can say, yeah, it is there, but it can be worked out.
No, my only idea was, of course, talking about these pandemic times, that everybody wants to, be safe, secure, and of course, in reliable hands. So the idea was that everybody, for example, we enter the campus of BIC, we stay there, we dine there, we do a conference there, and of course, after it is done, then we go back to the airport and retrospective. That was the whole idea of touching this. But thank you so very much. You've been an excellent presenter, and you finished well in time. Thank you so very much, Ubaid. My apologies again for delaying the start.
Don't say it more, yeah. It's okay.
The last session, of course, finished up late, and my apologies again. And thank you so very much, Ubaid. Anybody has any questions? Madhuji, Anuj? Thank you so very much. Thank you, Ubaid, for being partners to IC. And there's a need, I should mention it here and endorse it here, that BIC has been partners to all the CICs in past, in all the big way, all the time, and every time. Thank you so much, Ubaid.
Thanks, Satan.
Thanks to you, thanks to Bala, and thanks to the whole BIC team.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ubaid Ahmed, for such a magnanimous presentation of such a huge, unfathomable venue. And we shall look forward in future for a great association and for having lots of events, lots of conventions and exhibitions at your prestigious venue.
Absolutely.
Thank you
You're
very
most
much.
welcome.
And Ubaid, I think Shefali is hinting towards that the fact that next CIC could be hosted by BIC.
Most welcome. Any time. You're all welcome. Before that also, you're all welcome.
We shall look forward. Thank you, sir.
I put in the similar seeds in Bala's mind also when I spoke to him some time back. I'm telling this to you also. So let's take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you for the great presentation. Stay safe. Thank you, everyone, for joining us virtually and physically.